Hi all, myself Divya. Let us begin with module 2 in today's class, that is Fourier series. Now let us see what is a Fourier series, what is the definition of a Fourier series and few of the applications of the Fourier series in this module. So to begin with, Fourier series, it is introduced by a French mathematician and a physicist named Joseph Fourier. Now let us see the definition of a Fourier series. Fourier series, it is an infinite series representation of a periodic function in terms of a trigonometric function, say sine and cosine terms. That is, a Fourier series is an expansion of a periodic function in terms of an infinite sum of sine and cosine terms. Now let us see the definition of a periodic function and what is meant by a periodic signal. So periodic function, a real valued function, say f of x, is said to be periodic if it satisfies the condition f of x plus t is equals to f of x, where t is greater than 0. Here capital T means the time period. So let us see with an example. Here I am taking a real valued function f of x as sin x and I am plotting a graph for sin x. We know that sin 0 is 0. We will mark a point here, and sin pi by 2 is 1. Then sin pi is 0. Again sin 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. Sin 2 pi is 0. Just I have marked all these points and I got a wave which is a sine wave. Again if I repeat the same procedure after 2 pi, so sin 2 pi is 0. Again the next value is plus 1. Again here it is 0, here it is minus 1, here it is 4 pi. Again from 2 pi to 4 pi the same cycle is repeating. That means a periodic signal which repeats after certain interval of time is known as a periodic function. So the best example for a periodic signal or a periodic function is sin x. And also it satisfies the definition of a periodic function, that is sine of x plus 2 pi is equals to sine x. Similarly, let us take up an example of cos x. If we consider a real valued function f of x as a cos x, and if we plot the graph, we know that cos 0 is 1. Then cos pi by 2 is 0. Cos pi is minus 1. Cos 3 pi by 2 is 0. And cos 2 pi is 1. If we plot the graph, we will get a graph like this. Again if we proceed from 2 pi to 4 pi, the same curve will repeat. That is, a signal which repeats after certain interval of time. Again after 2 pi we are getting back the same curve. That is nothing but a periodic signal. And Fourier series has many applications. It has many applications in electrical engineering, vibration analysis, acoustics, optics, signal processing and image processing, etc. With all these introduction, now let me define a Fourier series. So a Fourier series is a series which contains constant term, sine term and a cosine term. Here we will come across with two types of Fourier series. One is a Fourier series of the period 2 pi and the second one is Fourier series of the arbitrary period 2l. Now first let me define Fourier series of the period 2 pi. So Fourier series, it is defined as f of x equals a0 by 2 plus summation n equals to 1 to infinity an cos nx plus summation n equals to 1 to infinity bn sin nx, where this coefficients a0, an and bn are given by a naught is given by 1 by pi integral between c to c plus 2 pi f of x dx. an is given by the formula 1 by pi integral between c to c plus 2 pi f of x cos nx dx, and bn is given by the formula 1 by pi integral between c to c plus 2 pi f of x sin nx into dx. These coefficients, finding a naught, an and bn, they are also called as Euler's formulae, or they are also called as Fourier coefficients. These a naught, an, bn are called as Euler's formulae, or it is also called as Fourier coefficients. Here c to c plus 2 pi means lower limit to upper limit. In the same way, let us define Fourier series of the arbitrary period 2L. So, Fourier series of the arbitrary period 2L is defined as f of x equals a naught by 2 plus summation n equals to 1 to infinity an cos, instead of nx we have n pi x by L, plus summation n equals to 1 to infinity bn sin n pi x by L, where this coefficients a naught is given by 1 by L integral between c to c plus 2L f of x dx. an is given by 1 by L integral between c to c plus 2L f of x cos n pi x by L into dx, and bn is given by 1 by L integral between c to c plus 2L f of x sin n pi x by L into dx. Again, these three coefficients are also called as Euler's formulae or Fourier coefficients. After the definition, we have Fourier series of even and odd functions. Here we have seen Fourier series is defined in the interval 2 pi. Here the 2 pi is splitted into two subintervals. One is between the interval minus pi to pi, and the other one is between the interval 0 to 2 pi. Now let us see the nature of even and odd functions, how to verify the nature of even and odd functions for the given function. So first let us see in the interval minus pi to pi. Minus pi to pi means again it comes under the Fourier series of the period 2 pi. In that case, first we should replace x by minus x. In the given function, if we replace x by minus x, if f of minus x is equals to plus f of x, then we can say that the given function f of x is an even function. Suppose if f of minus x is equals to minus f of x, then we say that the function is an odd function. So examples for even function is x square, x to the power 4, etc. and cos x. And example for odd function is x, x cube, etc. All even powers of x will be an example for even function, and all odd powers of x will be an example for odd function. Now I will show you how to verify the nature. Suppose if the given function f of x is x square. So first we should replace x by minus x in the given function. So my function f of minus x will be equal to minus x the whole square. So we know that minus x the whole square is nothing but plus x square. Plus x square is nothing but the given function f of x. So if f of minus x is equal to plus f of x, in that case we can say that the function is even. In the same way, if we take another example, say x cube, again here also we should replace x by minus x. If I replace x by minus x, it will be minus x the whole cube, and we know that minus x the whole cube is nothing but minus x cube. So, minus of x cube is nothing but the real valued function f of x. Here we can see that f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. So, we can say that the given function x cube is an example for odd function. So, in general all even powers of x along with trigonometric function cos x is an example for even function, and all odd powers of x with sin x is an example for odd function. Sometimes we may get splitted function. F of x will be splitted into two different functions, say phi of x in the interval minus pi to 0 and psi of x in the interval 0 to pi. In that case, how do we verify the nature of the given function f of x? Let us see. If phi of minus x, we should replace x by minus x in the first function. So, if phi of minus x is equal to plus psi of x, then we can say that the function f of x is an even function. Suppose when we replace x by minus x in the first function, if we get minus psi of x, then we can say that the function f of x is an odd function. So, here as I said, the period 2 pi is splitted into minus pi to pi and 0 to 2 pi. Now, let us see the nature in the interval 0 to 2 pi, and how do we verify whether it is even or odd in the interval 0 to 2 pi. So, here we should replace x by 2 pi minus x. When we replace x by 2 pi minus x, if f of 2 pi minus x is equal to plus f of x, in that case we will say that the given function is an even function. If f of 2 pi minus x is equals to minus f of x, then we say that the function is an odd function. Again, here also, if we have a splitted function, say phi of x in the interval 0 to pi and psi of x in the interval pi to 2 pi, then to verify the nature, we should replace this x by 2 pi minus x. So, if phi of 2 pi minus x is equal to plus psi of x, then we say that the given function f of x is an even function. If phi of 2 pi minus x is equal to minus psi of x, then we say that the function is odd function. So, in both the cases, in the interval minus pi to pi and 0 to 2 pi, if the function is even, we will make the term Bn to be equal to 0, and a0 is given by the formula 2 by pi integral between 0 to pi f of x into dx, and an is given by 2 by pi integral between 0 to pi f of x into cos nx dx. If the function is even, Bn term will be 0, a0 and an are given by these two expressions. Similarly, if the function is odd, a0 and an directly we will make it as 0, and we will find out only Bn term using the formula 2 by pi integral between 0 to pi f of x into sin nx into dx. And if the function is neither even nor odd in the interval minus pi to pi, then a0 will be given by the expression 1 by pi integral between minus pi to pi f of x into dx. An is given by 1 by pi integral between minus pi to pi f of x cos nx dx, and Bn is given by 1 by pi integral between minus pi to pi f of x into sin nx dx. Again, in the interval 0 to 2 pi, if the function is neither even nor odd, the expressions for a0, an and bn are A naught is 1 by pi integral between 0 to 2 pi f of x dx. An is 1 by pi integral between 0 to 2 pi f of x cos nx dx, and Bn is 1 by pi integral between 0 to 2 pi f of x into sin nx dx.